And just look at the people here on the subway, crowded together, strangers, none of them know each other, but they're in such close proximity. Businessmen down Wall Street, blue-collar workers, the young hoods, toughs and wise guys, the bums and the skells, nice young secretaries going to work down in their offices, you know, and everything in between, you know, everybody together, wishing they weren't there. And I watch them all, and you think they're all going to eventually get out, turn and go on their way, and never even know who they were standing next to.
Jay's work with Maleeha had been going well, so the ladies met yet again for another scouting session.
Hi! Hey, how's it going? Good, how are you? Good.
How's your commute this morning?
The fucking worst.
What'd you get to take, or what'd you take to get here?
Well, so apparently, like, the G train's not running this weekend, and everyone says the G train's awesome, but, like, I call it... I don't know! People that live off my stop, it, like, seems like the ghost train to me. Yeah, it is weird. So the G train wasn't running, and I was like, okay, I had to take a random bus. And then I got on the bus going in the opposite direction. And then I was like, okay, I don't know what to do, so I took a car to go, and I was, like, driving on this bridge, just like me and my tiny little smart car, like, ah! Just like trying to get here.
Our smart cars are weird.
That was fun. Well, no,
They're weird, right?
I like them. They're like pretty convenient. I mean, I could have just taken a boat. Like at this point, it would have taken me just as long. So I don't know. Pretty easy for you.
Do you go on the water?
I mean, some like real like I can't rush you though. Oh my god!
Hey, it's been so long.
Hey. Okay, ready? Yeah.
Did you call in sick today?
PTO, gotta use it up anyways. Plus I didn't want to miss scouting. It's the second best part.
What's the best?
Male muscles. Models, male models.
This is honestly the only place I want us to shoot. Everything else seems boring in comparison.
That's fair. Let's just hope they're not booked next week.
So then I said to him, what do I look like, a pancake eater?
So what's the plan for Saturday? It's like date number 3?
Well, date number 9 on an adjusted scale.
How's that?
Well, we've been talking a lot on the phone, and he's a genius texter.
Emojis?
No, he's a real man.
GIFs.
No, he's a boy.
Let me guess. Open-ended questions when you wake up, follows up about your day during lunch, and then checks in right before dinner.
Oh my god.
Okay, let me see. He has a point.
I like but also hate that he has the upper hand, without even angling for
Okay,
it.
hold on. You cannot let him know that.
He's a little oblivious. Or maybe he's like super oblivious. He's like a human palindrome.
Seems like you're dating a race car.
A bald race car, but one that's over 6 feet tall.
Only in Timberlands.
Facial hair?
His scruff has the majesty of a lion's mane.
It's that full-bodied and soft.
Yeah.
Looks like Beast from Beauty and the Beast. He's gorgeous.
Having leverage seems like such a ridiculous way to look at it. I mean, it's just the reality. Like, why are there more of us than there are of them?
Though a common talking point, according to the U.S. Census, New York City was a little over 52% female.
Well, this is one thing we can't blame white women for. I mean, the Goras are scooping us up at an alarming rate.
Oh yeah, we're definitely the new East Asians. They're letting us into their offices, their classrooms, and little by little, onto their TV sets and magazine spreads.
Yeah, but we're dumb if we settle for representation. I mean, banging a white guy in the first 4 minutes of Quantico isn't exactly worthy of anything. No beef with Queen Priyanka, she's not to blame, but I'm not gonna start chilling out at the first sign of momentum.
No shade at Deepika either. Here's a wild idea. Maybe we can get roles without having to be the hot brown chicks. And this is unrelated to my cleanse, and Whole30, and bar, and keratin, and okay, you're 100% right. But giving into the culture seems like something unavoidable. Maybe if I wasn't so underwhelmed by every brown person's white partner, I'd be a little less eye-rolly about the whole thing.
You mean your cousin didn't bring home Tom Brady or Ryan Gosling?
More like deputy sheriff and a baby mama.
But what are the chances that she's have the same metric with the man of color?
No.
Your cousin knows that she's a published researcher who can walk an A-line like no one's business.
Yeah, but no brown dudes really get her, so whatever.
You still holding out for Michael Ely?
Asian wife. She's technically both.
Get a chance to see that tweet I was talking about?
No, but I did hear you guys talking about it earlier. Let me see. So stupid. So apparently beauty means looking like your colonizers or abiding by specific standards set by the industry. Doesn't make any sense. Well, I mean, I guess it does if you're the money people.
I mean, honestly, it's such a tired discussion point. I'm just sick of it. Like, why does it take a certain model or actress to make thick eyebrows okay in the West? And seriously, like an Armenian girl to make butts okay? Hoop earrings are the new trend. Dude, they've been rocked by everyone except for these magazine staffers and their peers for decades.
Designers do the same thing. Look at fast fashion. Kurtas, kimonos, kaftans.
Well, you see the way that I work, and this is why I hire the way that I do. Culture exists outside the bubble.
You know what? I'm over it.
Talk about why you're mad.
Okay, so it goes like this. Come from wealth, have the ability to intern/work for free, build a career in the industry, and then influence others based on your limited life experience.
Yep.
In what world is that appropriate?
It's the homogeneity that's the worst part.
How so?
The people who have access then become the tastemakers, and no matter how much we try and avoid our bias, it creeps in subconsciously so that we keep doing things that just remind us of ourselves. So, if I have control over the editorial process and I can define my body the way my face looks as beautiful, sexy, powerful, then guess what happens?
Right, that makes sense. Representation and taste matter, but maybe we need to talk about this a little bit more. Plus, I don't need to be out in the sun any longer. If I get any darker, I'm not going to be good enough for any terrible auntie's gross son.
Just take the engagement gifts and ghost him.
Remember, aunties always know what's best for you.
Auntie.
Exactly.
So, whatever. This might be kind of random, but do you and Niyati have a history beyond just being classmates?
Fine, I'll tell you, but don't tell anyone.
Okay, I won't.
She stole my man.
Stop it!
Just kidding.
Oh my god, you're such a liar. I can't believe this.
You know, we're cool and there's no ill will. We just approach our work really differently. I am not cut out for that world, and Niyati is. She moves a million miles a minute.
I get it. You just act kind of weird when her name comes up.
She's my boss, so I'll be quiet. I feel sick.
Gramps.
You need to relax.
Look, we're both from a group that does not just get handed these opportunities. We're both women of South Asian descent who work in fashion. And I am beyond thankful. I know Niyati is too. And whatever work and creative differences we might have, fighting each other is not going to help anyone. When it comes to the big companies, I know they can't exist without us, and we can't exist without them.
Would you guys ever collab?
Only one way to find out.
I mean, I could ask.
I'm gonna stay out of this.
There's a lot of expression that's really bottled up in the inner city. In the poor neighborhoods, the projects and tenements, there really isn't a lot of opportunity for self-expression. Frustrated musicians never have enough money to buy musical equipment. Frustrated artists never have enough money for studio space or canvases. All of us have in common a desire to paint and a desire to communicate. And I think that's what the essence of graffiti is. Right now, we've moved in the direction of commercial art, graphics, sign painting, mural painting.
Do you think the kids enjoy the danger of